probably um, the worksheet that needs the most time spent on really doing research, and that's the career exploration worksheet. For Miss Allette's students, we have done this before, but that does not mean by any means that we shouldn't probably do this again. We really want to make sure that our portfolio is really set to go with what we believe in, what our plans are for the future, and that we really, really stop to think about what our next move is after high school, because it's coming up quick. So, with this particular career exploration, I'm going to show you what the worksheet looks like, and then we're going to go through the pieces of it. So this is the worksheet and what it looks like. You will basically have two jobs that you're going to be researching, okay? The two jobs go in here, and I'm going to show you what they look like as we go on, okay? There's lots of different small steps along the way that we can also look at, but we're going to start off with this. You're going to go to this portal right here. This is the portal, and you're going to sign in. Many of us have seen this before. We know what it looks like. For if you've been at Combs High School since the beginning of your freshman year, you definitely have your username and password. And basically what that is your username should be, and I'm going to go back to the document real quick, your at jocombs.org account, so your email address without the at jocombs.org account part. So for instance, it would be 20 OUED, your last two numbers of your student ID. And then the password is class of 2020, all together, no spaces, capital C in the beginning, okay? So when you have that, you're gonna go ahead and sign in to your portal. If you do not know your ID or it doesn't work, please make sure that Mr. Lilliberte or Mrs. Olette know so that we can get that fixed for you. Even if you're in Miss Younger Howard's class, you can contact Mrs. Olette and or Mr. Lilliberte, and we'll take care of that for you. All right, so I'm going to sign in. And basically, I'm going to be looking at jobs. Now, these are not all focused in college. There are many different options that they have. And I think it's really important for us to, really look at what we want to do in our future. Let's be real with ourselves so that, we know exactly the place where we need to be, our next step. Okay. So if you are not sure what you want to do, I would definitely go into the assessment section first and do the career cluster inventory, the full version. Okay. If you know that you want to start your own entrepreneurial career, then you can go here. And there's some other things in here, but I would definitely start at least with the career cluster inventory. I like the full version because it asks more specific questions and it can really hone into the occupation clusters of your liking. So once we know that, we're going to go into occupations and we'll choose careers based on the career clusters. So you can do this, and I'll show you what that looks like, the career clusters. So these are basic groupings of jobs that they have that they kind of put all together. So for instance, if I was going to go into a nursing job, for instance, I would look into health and science. Looks like that's the only one for that one. If you wanted to go into science, engineering, math, that's here. Education, if you wanted to be a teacher or some kind of trainer, that would go in here. So once we kind of have an idea, you want two jobs that you're going to be looking at. So in the occupation section, again, it says compare occupations. You're going to choose two jobs, and they don't even have to be remotely alike. So what you're going to do is on the far left over here, it says, sorry, it keeps whipping back and forth too fast. it says you can compare 2 occupations at a time, occupations on your list to compare. So I'm going to choose my first one and I want to be um, I want to be a social worker. So I've chosen social worker and it shows up right here. If you want to remove it, you can remove it. Okay. And then the other one is I want to be an athletic trainer. So I'm going to click on that one. So I should have 2 jobs that show up on the far left. If I want to remove, again, it's there, clear the list, or compare the 2. I'm going to go ahead and compare. And pretty much step by step, it's going over all of the things on the left over here that are the same as the career exploration worksheet. So all of the things. You can pretty much copy and paste the information that you think is most interesting to go into your document. Okay? Literally copy and pasting it into your document. All right? These change as you go down the list. Again, I would just choose things that are most important. Yes, it can take several pages. You can actually do this document first and then try to, maybe copy half of it and put it on one page and then copy and paste the other half onto another page. I went ahead and just kind of put the overall piece together on this page for the career exploration. So this is the empty copy here that doesn't have any information. But like I said, you can, copy, just kind of half and then paste it on one page and then do another page to do the other half, okay? You might want to just take it from the career exploration worksheet and then kind of fit it into the pages, okay? So this one takes the longest probably to prepare and put things together. It's the easiest to really do because it's literally copy and pasting. But it's probably one of the most important worksheets because it is really taking a look at your next step, what you need to do. We'll get into more detail with the next step after that, and we'll do that in a minute.